No one has ever said this, and it's why Delaware actually needed to come in. It was because at the time, the first manager that ever worked there, his name was Dan. Sorry, Dan. And he was actually a really good guy, but everyone was consistently making these jokes wildly inappropriate about his like 5-year-old kid.
Ew.
Wait, what?
Who was saying that?
I know. Well, Ava, Jimmy, it was like...
No! So H3 did an interview with someone from the MrBeast camp, I believe. Some kind of employee, perhaps, even. Interviewing MrBeast's ex-employee, the truth about Delaware. 16 minutes.
Hello again.
Dude, I'm upside down.
You're sideways. You're not even
sideways.
Okay, almost
Yeah,
upside down.
That didn't help.
Should I be iPhone like this?
Yeah,
sure.
Certainly better like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on. I think I have a fix. Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
go ahead.
Turn on
Flirtation.
All right.
Yeah.
He is
Go
so
back, guys.
yeah.
Let's,
Nice.
talk to you again.
Turner, what a lovely setting you're in. Where are you?
Oh, thank you. No, this is this is my apartment.
Kind of a huge apartment. Damn. What does this guy do for a living?
This is where I.
What city do you live
all
in?
my stuff. I live in Providence, Rhode Island, but no, the
Oh, shit.
MrBeast team did not call me Rhode Island. Funny enough.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah,
Your
thanks.
apartment
I'm on, like,
looks
that
lovely.
joke
That's
shit.
awesome.
Providence is a disgusting city, by the way. Never go there.
You live by yourself?
No, I live with my fiance Megan, who made an appearance a couple of years ago when I was here.
Thank you, Cappy, for
Thank
becoming
you.
a member.
Thank
That's
you.
so
Is
wonderful.
Is there a big delay on my part? Is it
Nope.
sounding good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Normal.
Oh.
Normal.
Yeah, you're great. So we spoke to you, gosh, a few years ago now, a couple of years ago.
Like 3 years ago now.
And what
Yeah,
was
it was. So 2 years ago I was on, and then a year ago I made a video about the Boston slide you guys played. And so
Oh, how weird, right.
Right.
So what did we talk about 2 years ago when you called in?
It was like my time on Big Brother talking about Klein water clearance and whatever, and then we briefly got into my MrBeast time. And now that I'm on my victory lap, we're so back.
What were you saying about MrBeast 2 years ago?
It was right off the show and off being on Big Brother. And at that time, I'd been getting so much hate for years. So I was like, yeah, you know, it's all good. And it is all good, you know. But watching my video back last night, my video was so tame compared to everything else. I'm like, damn, I kind of got shit from like Bo Blacks and Keemstar and all these people.
You got shit from Bo Blacks and Keemstar? That's funny. Bo Blacks is like a big meme on H3 show, by the way. You can see him right there. They have like sound bites of him saying like, let me speak. I didn't even realize this that much until recently, but I was listening to a little H3 podcast the other day for some video research. I heard Bo Blacks' voice every like 3 seconds. Bobby as they call him, Big Bobby, is like a big meme over there.
People for like the most tame video I could have possibly made.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, stop hating on Sonic. That's a good one.
until very recently, MrBeast was like, so he was just shielded up. He had like dragon armor. You know what I mean? Like everybody was running defense for him constantly. And
He was. And in fairness, I think running defense for him at that point in time was like fair because there wasn't any real allegation against him that was valid. You know, people would shit on him and be like, the problem is he's donating to charity, but he won't address capitalism. That was the biggest criticism you saw of MrBeast. And it was just like so nothing, right? But now with all this stuff, I think there's like obviously a greater concern, but I don't think there's anything wrong with quote unquote running defense for him back then.
I remember Roseanne also got mega shit on.
Roseanne was dumb. Her criticism was dumb, make no mistake. Maybe she's saying valid stuff now, but her original issue was so nothing.
When she called into our show.
Yeah, and so a funny like antidote I had was no one has ever said this, and it's why Delaware actually needed to come in. It was because at the time the first manager that ever worked there, his name was Dan. Sorry, Dan. And he was actually a really good guy, but everyone was consistently making these jokes wildly inappropriate about his like 5-year-old kid.
Ew.
Wait, what?
And so
Whoa.
His 5-year-old kid?
Dude, I know.
Like what?
And so like gonna go home and insert name. Like
What?
What?
craziest thing.
Who was saying that?
I know. Well, Ava, Jimmy, it was like
No! No!
the thing. It was like funny edgelord kids, which is crazy.
So hold on, this guy.
I mean, edgelord shit is whatever, but you're talking to a guy about his 5-year-old kid saying you're going to go home and f him? Obviously, this is an allegation. I don't know if this is true, but oh my God, bro. Come on, man. When are the Stop Flicker Gooning hats coming out? I'm a Flicker Gooner, need representation. Great question. These will be out within a couple months. I can say that.
So,
Hold on, this guy Dan is just like a normal ass dude with a daughter,
son, but yeah.
a son, and so they were all joking about.
They would
having
make these like
sex with
crazy
his
jokes, and
child.
one day we were filming the video playing Fortnite in the middle of the ocean, and one too many jokes got said, and bro flipped. Like, understandably, he couldn't take it anymore, and he took a cameraman and he threw him into the water, and it was a whole big...
Threw him into the water. Oh my God. Bro, I want to get more people talking about that if that's true. I want to get Dan talking about this. Where's Dan's testimony? Thanks to the two. I don't know. Maybe, am I blowing up? I don't think so.
Problem. And so then the next day, he was fired. Delaware came in a week later, and it's so funny how this same environment that we're around kids all the time, that's his fan base, and then he brings in Delaware. There's this fostered environment with Lolly that they all think is so funny, and it's like
Wait, do they? I want to get more testimony on that. Did they all know about the Lolly stuff and talk about it?
Combination that doesn't sit very well when you add all three of those things up. So yeah, it was just nuts.
It sounds like a really strange work environment, bro, to say the least. Hey Tom, where's my mom? You know where she is.
I think Cody Coach should start working there.
This
Base.
is really
We've all jerked at the Lolly at some
I don't trust this guy. I mean, I don't think you should necessarily trust him. It is an allegation with no proof, but it is interesting that you have so many different claims about MrBeast camp with so many people corroborating similar stories about weird shit going on. This is the first time I've heard this, though.
point.
That is not true.
No.
Maybe at Beast, but not in this office. This is actually this is really
How do people not understand the line between edgy and weird and creepy? I mean, the thing is, if they was just quote unquote making jokes about the topic of pedophilia, I wouldn't care. The problem is that they're making jokes about the topic of pedophilia to a guy about his 5-year-old child. Like, you can say it's just jokes, but like that's really odd. Workplace worse than Blizzard HQ. Lol. I don't know what was going on to Blizzard. I have no knowledge of that.
compelling.
That's kind of insane.
I would actually love to chat with that guy. I mean, what the people talking shit on my kid, dude? I'm ready to. I'll kill. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I still talk to him. I talked to him the other day.
Where
Get him on. Where is he?
is he, dude? We got to hear from him.
I mean, I can flip numbers and get Olivia in contact with him or something. However you want.
I would love to hear his side because that sounds disgusting. And then
yeah, it was just insane, and I wasn't gonna speak up. I'm already like
Wait, hold on. Breaking news. Susan Wojcicki died? This guy with 5 million followers, CEO, Google, and Alphabet. Unbelievably saddened by the loss of my dear friend Susan Wojcicki after 2 years of living with cancer. She had cancer? She's core to the history of Google as anyone. It's hard to imagine the world without her. She was an incredible person, leader, and friend who had a tremendous impact on the world, and one of the countless Googlers who is better for knowing her. We'll miss her dearly. Didn't her kid just die a few years ago? Yeah, this guy says, didn't her son pass away recently? Low-key sus. It's 2023. She lost her job. Her son died. And now she's... Okay, it's not really sus. I wouldn't say that. I don't think there's any conspiracy there. She died? Our thoughts with her family. Rip Susan. Jesus Christ, bro. All right, I don't want to see anyone making fun of her death in chat. That's up. I don't want to see. I literally don't want to see a single person doing that. You're getting banned. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what else to say. Rest in peace. Jesus. Thank you, Cappy, for the dono. Oh my God.
Problems of my own at the workplace. What am I gonna say? This 18-year-old at the bottom level. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, Jimmy, slow your roll." I'm
No.
or something.
Yeah.
I can totally understand that. Like, even he had to like just laugh it off. You know. Totally get
100%.
that.
But, and like now,
Bro, the likelihood Jimmy didn't know about Chris just gets less and less every day, in my opinion.
it just feels good after all these years. I mean, not all this coming out, obviously, but it's like, hey, I was saying this in like 6 years of getting shit for this.
That's
and now
true,
it's like,
man.
hey, yeah. So
Did this guy talk about this before? I've never heard this. Did he say this before? I've never heard him say this about Chris Tyson or about James Beast. What the hell?
and now even the comments on like my channel is like, sorry, bro. I'm like, thank you.
Oh shit, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah, I know.
You know, think about it. He had this guy Dan, nice guy, family man. They were making jokes about wanting to his son so hard that he left the business. And then in his
He
place,
apparently beat the shit out of someone and threw them into the water before he left. Once again, this is like the behind the scenes of this stuff is like a TV show.
they hired
An
a child
actual-
rapist.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. And it's like, At the
Let's
time,
not be too. I
Keep in
guess.
mind, we don't know if any of this happened specifically. It's just one claim. Just keep that in mind. Be skeptical. But, you know, obviously my reaction, if that's real, is like, wow.
Well, I mean, he's convicted child
He's
rape.
convicted.
He's been on H3 for years and came out saying Beast was a shitty boss. Well, being a shitty boss is different from what they're describing here. Did he say any of this?
Yeah, I think
Alright.
His nails remind me of you. Leave me alone.
I'm pretty
Alright.
much in
He
the
pled
clear
guilty.
See
there.
any painted nails? Rip Susan, boogie fake cancer.
Yeah, he
Thanks for
played
the two.
guilty.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were just told he had a record. I didn't know what it was for until this all came out, and I was like, dude, is that
He was told he had a record. Weird.
freaking Delaware? And
Wow.
then I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this all makes sense. It's just no
It's all
pedo
coming together.
whoever
Lots of pondering.
that guy is, but no, all a bunch of freaks.
Oh my
So I was
God.
just like, dude, I want to come say that. But yeah, it's crazy.
What was Delaware like?
Oh my God. So, I mean, this is a little sidestep, but when he was coming in, he worked at Best Buy at the time. He was like a Best Buy manager. I don't really know how.
I think all jokes except should be okay. The thing is, you can make foul jokes. I don't really care about that. It is kind of an all of it's okay or none of it's okay situation. But the problem is when you're making it to a child, or you're making it about a specific child, or you're making it to a dad about his kid. Obviously, the dad's going to be weirded out by that and not enjoy that. If you keep doing it after he says to stop, that once again is like, what the hell is wrong with these guys? Allegation, if that happened, obviously. I still maintain that. But, you know, with everything coming out, it's kind of tough to just deny all of it, you know?
Translates, but he came in with like a pair of headphones. He was kind of a dick, so I went to Best Buy the next day. I didn't know he worked at Best Buy to return them, and he's at the counter of returns, and he's all pissed off that I'm trying to return his stupid ass gift. So I'm like, Delaware, bro, you suck. Sorry.
He was working in both places.
Yeah, for about a week. I think he's probably had to take. You know,
see.
there was an overlap, but no, I definitely didn't like the guy, and like. Again, he facilitated. When you're a manager, I think if everyone's talking about lolly discords, maybe shut it down. I don't know. That seems like the best route to go.
Was everyone talking about it? Did everyone in the company know about this stuff? Thank you, Loaded
So,
Boomstick,
and
for
it's so
coming
crazy,
over.
especially when people are like, "Yeah, he had no idea about Chris's whatever." It's like, bro, that was like a funny joke to them.
So
Push the
do
dental
you think
boss.
Jimmy knew about all this stuff and they just didn't? He just thought maybe he would laughed about it but didn't know how serious it was. Like, what's your take on Jimmy's?
Well, to be fair, and even in my original video, I've said, like, I've tried to be as fair as possible. I don't think Jimmy had any idea about the meeting up with people. I just don't.
The meeting up feels a little disingenuous, though, because from what we can tell, there wasn't anything that happened there. You know, obviously, it's very strange that Chris is in a Discord with all this weird and then also met that person in real life. We don't have any evidence anything weird happened there, so just to push back on that slightly.
don't know. I feel like that was like Ava's dirty secret at the time, but they definitely knew about the lolly. That was like
Interesting.
so funny to them. They're like, yeah, look
Was it?
at the lolly Discord. Did you check the lolly Discord?
No.
Oh,
It's like,
shit.
bro, I know. I was
What?
I had worked there for like 2 weeks when they were like, yo, you mess with lolly, bro. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And so
Who asked you that?
Yikes.
What?
insane.
Who asked
I
you
know,
that?
and at the time, I'm 18. I didn't want to get sued when I made
Thank
my
you,
original
Hespelar
video,
and
but there
T-Dog.
was so much stuff going on at the time. There was soliciting prostitution. There was
What?
God,
Wait, you say whatever you want now, boy.
What?
dude, I don't necessarily want to get sued. So this is in my.
Yeah, real Tisha Mingo. I got so many applications. I'm not accepting anymore, but yeah, I still got to look through them. But yeah, I saw your emails, but I just didn't respond because I didn't have time. But yeah, I've gotten too many.
Minecraft. I don't know.
In
Oh
Minecraft.
my God.
Who was soliciting
in-
prostitution in Minecraft?
There was so we all hopped in a Minecraft server for a bachelor party, and then
Oh.
yeah, dude, the 3D animation
Wait,
was crazy.
What is he talking about? What?
I know
John Swan 3D Minecraft?
a person
Mod?
around at Beast but Beast in Minecraft who got married. Was it the person that I'm thinking of that got married?
To be fair, I think there's like 5 people who got married, but this person did get married, and no way, actually, no, this is not that person at all. No, it's not Ava.
And in Minecraft, did you end up hiring the creeper?
Creeper, the person who wanted the creeper didn't have their V-Bucks, and so I had to pull out my V-Bucks to give to this person, which is insane.
So he did.
So they had hookers at a bachelor party and he paid for it? I mean, hookers at a bachelor party isn't necessarily bad. I mean, that's kind of a typical thing people do, but still kind of a strange thing for a kid's brand.
So they did acquire the creeper in Minecraft. It actually went down.
Yeah, the creeper was acquired.
Wait, was
Actually, do I care? If it was a bachelor party and there were no kids there, I don't really care about that, honestly. He's talking about soliciting regular people, not hookers.
it The Bachelor?
Exploded.
Was it The
This is
Bachelor?
so hard to follow. I know a little bit from Teddy, so I'm like catching
Yeah.
little references.
It was the guy
I'm
who.
just being honest. There's no chance I'm saying a name, but it was one of the main like zombie pigmen of the.
Okay, wait. And was it one of the ones that was
Okay, you got to be more specific here. Which zombie pigmen?
about to get married? Was it? My question
this
is this.
person-
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like
No,
a
go.
cheating thing? Is basically what I was asking. Checking to get out. If
No,
they-
it was not a cheating thing,
Yeah,
which is
okay.
very nice.
That is very nice.
That's a silver lining, huh?
It was like
Yeah,
for
so, like-
it was like for the bachelor party.
Sounds like one
Yeah,
person.
we were there for.
All right, I feel like we're kind of getting into nothing territory here, but that was, wow. I mean, the stuff you said so far was really interesting.
You said it's like such a big pile, and I mean, shit. If you're telling the truth, then you really have nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, I've been saying this like I make tweets and then I delete them after 6 seconds. I was doing this like years and years ago. I don't know. I get scared. Well, I know the main accusation was just that Ava was in the Lolly servers. I just know that there was like a writer's room where Chris's like big desk was, and I know it was referred to, oh, check this out. Oh, Turner, yo, new kid. You ever heard of Lolly? Look.
What?
And then, I mean, I don't know that everyone was in the server. Ava was
Okay, if what he's saying is true, at the very least, they definitely knew that Chris is some kind of lolicon. Come on.
100,000% in the server. That's, I mean, undeniable, but they all knew and thought it was funny. Even it's so gross to think about. Bro, it's a kid. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
So
crazy.
it's Ava who's kind of in there, always trying to like get people involved. It sounds like.
Yeah, they're doing the real groundwork on this project. And then, yeah, it's nuts.
Let's go to the Lolly desk and meet the Lolly CEO of Lolly. Jesus.
That is horrific. That is actually pretty compelling.
Yeah, and like I never planned on talking about this ever again. I have my own fan base. I mean, like doing things on Instagram, building furniture. I'm so removed from this now. And so it's just like, I never thought I'd talk about this again.
How many people knew? If this guy knew, some like low-level guy, how many people knew?
But listen, I know I saw the
dam's
live
breaking.
stream. I was like, all right, it's topical. Get me in there.
Well, I appreciate it because this is actually a lot of new stuff I'm hearing.
We're so back.
Wow, the culture is bananas in there. That's like a massive budget, a huge, like that would never happen. Well,
But at the time, absolutely not. It was like, oh, I'll go to his mom and make a complaint about him. Yeah, that's going
Right.
to work out in my favor for sure.
what's Jimmy's mom
Yeah.
like?
I mean, I think she was a warden before she got this job of
You say a
COO or
warden?
whatever. Yeah,
She
like
was a prison warden. Went from one prison to another. Where's the proof? Yeah, I mean, that's the real question. Where's the proof? But, you know, his allegation is interesting. I'll say that.
in prison, like a prison warden.
Holy,
The
Maybe she
Shawshank
had a
connections
network
just
meeting
keep
with
piling up,
Delaware.
dude.
she was a
Yeah,
warden?
so-
Why is his in, though? Did she do anything? I guess if what Jake the Viking said is true about her, then she's kind of too. With Jake explaining himself to both of them about, or not Jake, sorry, Jake's brother-in-law, Delaware, explaining himself to both of them, and then being like, oh, whatever.
So the
Something like that.
hold on.
Okay.
This guy's saying a lot of stuff. I know it's hard to have substantive proof for a claim like this, but I really wish there was more.
Head of the prison is working with the file
Right.
to spread lolly.
Yeah, they had really crazy networking meetings. Probably.
God, what is happening in that?
Yeah, so that's kind of all I have. But I felt like it was definitely like something to add to the conversation.
Yeah, well, that is interesting. Damn. I expect we're going to see more MrBeast stuff in not too long, if I had to guess. God damn. All right, chat. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.